What is your ex thinking if they're dating someone else? And this is after a breakup. It might have started during the relationship. Maybe they left you for this person, unfortunately, or maybe they broke up with you and then they started dating and you're wondering, what are they thinking? Number one, the stages can be delayed. And I have a video called Stages Your Ex Goes Through After a Breakup, or Stages Your Ex Goes Through During No Contact. And those stages can be delayed if they start dating someone shortly after the breakup, or even if the relationship was still going on. And the reason that those stages can be delayed is something called limerence. And I talk about that in other videos, but limerence is basically the honeymoon stage of a relationship where it's very chemically based. It's fueled primarily by passion, the things like commitment and companionship, and that sense, that feeling of family is not there yet. And so the limerence is what fuels the relationship in that stage until it can become more mature, and it can depend on commitment and companionship and the feeling of family, where passion would still be an element, but it wouldn't be the primary or only fuel that the relationship has. And so if they are going through clinical limerence, which doesn't require a diagnosis, it's the madly in love phase of some relationships. Not all of them go through it, but when a relationship goes through that, when one of the people in the relationship goes through it, their dopamine is very high and it feels amazing. And that's attached to this other person. So thoughts of that person, seeing that person, being with that person feels so good. And it can make people make horrible decisions because they feel like that they have never felt this way before, because limerence has an impact on our memory. We forget that we did feel this way before in other relationships. And we might have even said, I've never felt this way before in other relationships to other people. And so number two is that if you are in no contact, you can actually minimize limerence, because see, one of the primary things that can encourage limerence and cause it to happen is this feeling that it's us versus the world. It's me and this person, and we're against everybody because people don't understand our love. They're fighting against our relationship, or they're talking badly about us. Or in this case, maybe there's an ex who's still trying to get back together with the person in the relationship. And that can cause limerence too, because it's like this person is trying to destroy us. This person's trying to come between us. And so we're going to really latch on to each other. And that's going to make limerence grow because it feels like there's a threat that the two of you have teamed up against. But if you are in no contact, you are not causing that us versus the world. At least you aren't. And so there's not a common enemy for them to unite against. And it can at least let limerence run its course without extra fuel, and that can work in your favor. It can also draw their attention away from this person a little bit because you aren't doing what they thought that you would do. Even if they weren't thinking about it before the breakup or right after the breakup, they weren't just sitting around thinking, he's going to call me or she's going to call me or text me or whatever. But when it doesn't happen, that's when they can start to analyze it and think about it, and it can distract them and kind of pull them away from this other relationship. Before I get to number three, get more information on my emergency breakup kit. It's a powerful guide to help you get your ex back after a breakup, and you can get it at myexbackcoach.com/EBK, myexbackcoach.com/EBK. The link is in the description below, or you can just go to the website address. If you're in a marriage relationship and your spouse is having an affair, dating somebody else, go to marriageradio.com, and under the marriage help section, get my free mini course on saving a marriage, which it applies even if there's an affair going on. Some great information, and it's free. It's at marriageradio.com under the marriage help section, and get the free mini course on saving a marriage. Thank you for listening to my commercial and for your support. They will miss intimacy with you. And this is when limerence starts to fade. And sometimes it goes very quickly. Sometimes it can just be a few weeks, especially if you're staying away. But if they get out of a long-term relationship, a lot of times that can be helpful to keep limerence from just going crazy. But sometimes it still can reach a level where it's intense and they feel madly in love and all of that. And if the relationship with you was a long-term one, so let's say 6 months or more, then they can miss intimacy with you, even if they're in limerence with this other person. It won't be as strong, but it can build. And in time, as they kind of get used to limerence and that newness wears off a little bit, where they can kind of have some time on their own, they don't have to be with this person every second, and they can think. and they can start to wonder about you and go through some of those stages that I talk about in my video, stages your ex goes through, that I mentioned earlier. And that stage after relief is curiosity. And that's what we want, because that gets them looking back towards you, wondering what's going on with you. And no contact really helps that, because they don't have any information on you. They wonder why you're not contacting them. And they assume, like you do, that if they're not hearing from you, well, you must be living a great life. You must be busy and distracted with other people. You must be going out and having fun and all these things, where it can kind of create a little bit of FOMO in terms of they fear they're missing out on you, mostly because you seem to be enjoying life. You're not contacting them. And so they start to be curious about what's going on with you and wondering if this is too easy for you, if maybe they couldn't just snap their fingers and get you back, which the arrogance of the dumper at the breakup, they sort of go forward perpetually thinking that if they really wanted to, they could get you back, because that's the dynamic that was set up. That's what was left. When they walked away, the idea was you wanted the relationship and they didn't. And they kind of think that's just how it will be. But when they don't hear from you, they don't see effort from you to try to get them back, and this relationship has some of the newness wear off, that can really be helpful, because they start to go through those stages and they miss intimacy with you, knowing the facts and the feelings of your life, what's going on this week, what happened today, and being able to reveal that to you, to share that with you, so that both of you see into each other and understand each other and hear from each other and keep learning and growing together. That's something that you will miss, that people will miss, even if they go to somebody else, because that intimacy they have with them is still in its infancy. It hasn't built to the level that you two had. And so that can be one of your most powerful tools, is intimacy, that you're withholding that because you're not contacting them, you're not giving them any information on yourself. And so they start to miss that, and they won't have it with the other person because the relationship is too new. So whereas you don't have the advantage of limerence, which is an incredible advantage, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, that's rocket fuel to a relationship and to passion. But what you do have is intimacy. And so when some of that wears off, intimacy can be a lot stronger than limerence, but not in the initial strength in the early days of limerence. So keep that in mind. Number 4, it's after the curiosity stage that they can start making comparisons between you and this person. And they think about, maybe they liked how you did something better, or how you would be more vocal with your compliments or with your affection, or maybe you're a better kisser. There's all kinds of things. If you are confident that you were a good partner in the relationship, you weren't cruel. Did your ex feel desired by you? Did they feel that it was equal and balanced, and that both of you were good to each other and showed your love and your affection? And they think that you did a better job of that than this person. There's all kinds of things that could happen when they miss the history with you that you two developed over time. That's something they don't have with this other person, because they don't have that kind of time with them. And that can be what brings you together again. That can be what brings them back to you. I've seen it happen before. Obviously, I can't guarantee it, because people are wild cards. They're unpredictable. But one thing that you do have in your corner is, if you have a history with this person, that can be something that they miss, because they won't have it with this other person. It takes time for it to happen. And if that's important to them and that's special, just that connection that comes from history together, then that is something that can really be helpful for you if you want to get back together with this person. Number 5, when and if your ex reaches out to you. This is actually a lot more powerful than if they were still single. It's wonderful if they're still single, if they reach out to you. But if they're dating someone and they reach out to you, what makes it even more powerful, at least in terms of you being able to know that you have a stronger chance of getting your ex back, is that now they have created a secret, because it's very unlikely that they're going to tell this new person, I contacted my ex. Yeah, we had a good conversation, just kind of caught up. People know that that's not what someone wants to hear. You're in that new stage with them. You want to help them feel secure. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want them to think that you're not a good partner, that you're not a good boyfriend, you're not a good girlfriend. So contacting your ex is something that if they do it, they're not going to tell this person. And so it's a secret that you two have together. And so that creates an intimacy that they don't have with this new person. So that's even more intimacy that they don't have. But it also fights against limerence, because it pushes back at the idea that it's the two of them versus the world. It kind of makes it a little bit of, maybe it's the two of you versus the world. Maybe it's the two of you versus this new person, because you two have this secret. And then when they're around them, they don't tell them. And so they have a secret with you, but they're keeping something from the new person. So they're hiding, which is the opposite of intimacy. They're keeping something from them, which will keep them from feeling as close to that person as they could. And it will make them feel like that they actually have this secret, exciting relationship with their ex. It can go that route. So if they contact you while they're dating someone else, just remember, you may be angry at them, but if you do want them back, or you think that you are considering it and maybe you want to see, then I suggest that you don't be cold or rude. You just be casual and polite. Let them talk. Let them open up to you, because it actually helps with the intimacy and bringing that back to where they feel like that's something they don't have with this other person and that they missed. Because when they start talking to you about old times or things that happened, it brings that back. It reignites that connection between the two of you, and it can definitely sabotage what they have with this other person. So let it happen. Let them be open with you. Feel free to ask them questions about what's going on with them so that they feel that you know them and maybe this other person doesn't. But we want that secret to happen between the two of you so that you two have it and they're hiding from this new person. That can sabotage it right there. A secret is bad because openness and honesty is intimacy. It's where they see into the other person. And so that's one way that they can be sabotaged in this other relationship and find their way back to you. It doesn't always happen, but if these things do occur, then it shows that the path is open for you, that the two of you could get back together, and that things seem to be going pretty well. It's a reason for optimism. Remember to get more information on my emergency breakup kit. If you like this channel, please subscribe, share this with someone who's going through a breakup, and please click the thumbs up if you liked this video. This has been Coach Lee, and as always, thank you for watching.